Breakfast Central on News Central on a wonderful Tuesday. Yes, the 21st day of January 2020. Don't forget you can catch us on social media here. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also like us on LinkedIn. And also catch us on YouTube at News Central TV is the handle, and use the hashtag NC Breakfast Central. We're going to from Travel Tuesday, which takes us to Lagos, Nigeria. In the last 20 years, the city has become a prime location for private beaches, houses and resorts, offering different levels of luxury living with exclusive memberships and access to those who can afford it. Now, from relaxation spots to weddings and private party venues, members and visitors can enjoy the neutral aesthetics and natural beauty of the beach surroundings. Now, today, we're joined by someone's going to give us a spotlight of one of the beaches, Jara Beach Resorts in Lagos, Nigeria. And I'm joined by the co-founder, Mark Slade. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Breakfast Central. Right then, from your experience, Lagos Life Beach, what's your take on beach life in Lagos since you've been around?
Yeah, indeed. So I've been in the country for just over 10 years, and I've seen it. Yeah, indeed. And I've seen it grown dramatically during that time. Fantastic spots, sort of natural beauty along the coastline, and also some significant investments and infrastructure going in up and down the coast. You could definitely see the growth and the need for people to relax and enjoy their.
It seems like there've been maybe in the last, correct me if I'm wrong, in the last 2 or 3 years, like a boom when it comes to beach culture in Lagos.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, but despite not really having, like your Rio de Janeiro, Copacabana, long stretch of coastline, we have to, navigate our ways through to get to these beaches. Well, tell us about Jara Beach Resort, first of all.
Sure. So Jara is Nigeria's first all-inclusive premium overnight beach experience.
Okay.
We provide all your food, all your drinks, including alcohol within your stay. So the whole idea is that you come, you put your wallet away, and you just enjoy for the duration of your stay. We're accessible by road, so we're just down Lekki Airport Expressway, an hour from Lekki Phase 1.
Okay.
And it's a sanctuary, very peaceful, very quiet, very exclusive, and beautiful.
All right, we can see, the sceneries are quite surreal. So what are the essentials for anyone, coming, to Jara Beach Resort?
So I think it's just a knowledge that we have a number of items to keep you busy or to keep you entertained, but ultimately you come with the people you love, and you just have a relaxing, enjoyable time to feel transported away from somewhat of the chaos of the city. And our aim really is to provide an international experience, but within the city. So somewhere that you can literally drive to in an hour and not need to get on a plane or to go somewhere else within the continent or within the world. And to have an experience that genuinely is something premium, something quality, and something memorable.
All right. So I'm sure, because you look at the last year, the month of December was some people called it Dirty December. There was this huge drive, people going to beaches, getting the resorts, trying to get as much as they can to take off from the festivities. Would you say that's the for Jara, that's the peak time, or what, you experience anything less?
Yeah, we just opened. We were open November 8th.
Yeah.
So we were right in time for Dirty December and the dry season.
Was it really dirty?
For us, we had a fantastic start. I'm very pleased.
Okay.
So we've had a mix of families, couples. We've had quite a lot of business retreats, so big groups that will come and spend the day and do activities and then have quality food and drink throughout their stay. So for us, we definitely see that holiday period being probably the peak of our year, but we've got, I think, enough to keep people entertained throughout. And we're just hoping to have a slightly shorter rainy season than we had last year.
Yeah, it stretched. It stretched the rains, and now we've just had the Hamatan, and one is the dry season.
Yeah.
There's been lots with the talk about beach culture growing in Lagos. There's also been the talk about the environment, and how to really protect and keep the beaches clean, especially for visitors.
Yeah. So we have a team, an entire squad dedicated to beach cleanup. So we take care of our stretch, but we also impact and try and help the local community as much as we can do. So we're very sort of conscious about that in terms of our environmental impact. On a power perspective, we run as much as we can on solar versus sort of running dirty, noisy gens, although we do have that as well for the quality of the night's sleep with ACs running, hot water for showers, etc. Again, it's a premium experience. But again, yeah, it's a daily job. If it's not a case of cleaning what's on the sand already, every day the ocean will bring us something new.
Bring us something. So you're basically also suffering the effects of the pollution.
We are.
That's going. So it will prove to be quite a challenge, even for a resort such as yours.
Yeah.
All right. And in terms of the clientele, so basically we're looking at international or just locals?
If we can attract people to Nigeria from outside to come and stay at Jara, then fantastic. But we definitely see that Lagosians are 95% our core audience. It's people looking to escape for a weekend. We've actually had guests who have stayed 6-7 days already, so they really have escaped and enjoyed themselves. Indeed, an expat community is also sort of almost how we started, but since then, particularly through Christmas and New Year, we were 90% Nigerians who enjoy travel, enjoy time off, enjoy relaxation, and came to have a great time.
So, well, how was, what did you describe? You've been to other beaches, I suppose, because you've been here for about 10 years, So what made you, go in beach resorts, and co-found in this project?
So my personal experiences were definitely contributed towards the need for a place that we
Why? Were you walking on the beach in Brighton and realized, too much pebbles, I got to go to West Africa, Nigeria?
Well, I would say maybe my British beach experience didn't lean too much on this one, but certainly my Lagos ones. There are some fantastic public beaches, but sometimes it's not always easy. Sometimes it's a bit of work to have a relaxing day, and we wanted to really eliminate that completely from a safety perspective, security perspective, and then the experience you have once you're through the gate. Again, there's different fantastic beauty. There's fantastic beaches along the coast. For ours, it's somewhere just a little bit different, a bit quieter, a bit more peaceful. And hopefully something that is designed fully to relax with it.
All right. Well, how much do you think the authorities are doing in terms of promoting the tourism for beach culture? Because it seems it's just basically the locals who are just trying to grab as much as they can to just get away from the chaos of the city.
I think there's some fantastic places. There's places like Sinsilo and Alashe. There's Landmark, who are doing great big things for public-sized beaches. Pop, of course, have had a fantastic offering for a few years now. I think they've expanded since. So I think it invariably comes down to a lot of private individuals or businesses to make that contribution and to set up these places. And then it's a case of ultimately providing a great experience, hopefully time and again, so people then tell their friends.
Yeah, but that may mean more competition for your business, Jara Resorts.
So I think that's the nice thing about tourism in general, is that competition in general is a good thing. You go to most international destinations where there's hotels or skyscraper apartment blocks, and in general, you see them next to each other. So even with Jara, if we got neighbours, then I think it can only help the coastline, it can only help the infrastructure, it can only help tourism in general. So although we feel like we've started very well and we have a slightly different offering, we welcome competition. I think in hospitality particularly, it's fantastic. And we have 6 rooms. We're a boutique style resort, and there's millions of people, I would say, within this city that can definitely look to try and have some similar experience. So that's we're very open to having more competition alongside.
Yeah, which is perhaps a boom market, for Jara. Well, it will be interesting to catch quite a glimpse of this. So I want to ask, being a co-founder of this one, being in Nigeria for 10 years, what's been the biggest challenge, setting this up?
I don't think there's been a single individual biggest challenge. I think there's a lot of challenges you face on a daily basis, whether it's from ease of setting up business to reliance on banking and telecoms infrastructures to at least sort of establish the business. Then it comes to working with sort of construction partners and artisans who, again, it was a project from our side that we got together in rapid time. We took over the venue mid-August, and then we opened by November 8th. So we worked very quickly, very hard, and we had to get over any challenges that we face. So for us, learnings, things that we develop on, things that we try to figure out how not to do next time, but ultimately it's around making sure the foundations are in place and improving on the place daily. So
we know that the business model is pretty much straightforward. The locals coming in, having a good time, having a weekend. We know that there's a lot of trends right now with picture. If you want to see picturesque places to get away, so maybe Instagram looks like it might be a destination. Have you explored, or you've seen the trends coming from that angle too?
Most definitely. I mean, and it's great as well because I think even when we design the place, we talk about Instagrammable places and lots of places to have that sort of the wow factor. And to be honest, a lot of our beauty comes primarily from the ocean itself. We have a clean beach. We're right on the water. But we've used Instagram as a key platform, and we've organically grown into the thousands already inside a couple of months. So we're very pleased with that.
All right, recommended weekend getaway?
Absolutely. I think anyone who would come would have a fantastic time.
What about pricing? That's also important to Lagosians and Nigerians.
Indeed.
9 to 5ers. Yep. So how much am I going to shell out for this one?
So we have, we're an all-inclusive offering, which is first and foremost most important. So we have food and drink included within the stay. And midweek, if 2 people are coming, we even offer a 3 for 2 midweek.
So that's quite affordable though.
Exactly. Yeah. So for numbers, 250k will get you 3 weeks with your 3 nights with your partner midweek. So that's all included. You come for 3 days and it's 250k.
All right.
And if you want to come on a day pass, just to come and experience the space, take your photos, and enjoy the swimming pool, we offer a barbecue lunch and unlimited drinks for $27,750.
Right. Looks like just a good weekend on a Saturday.
Exactly.
Escapism is all there. Well, thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Mark Slade, for coming up in this one.
Thanks for having
Looks
me.
like your beach has caught you right here in Lagos, Nigeria. You're not going anywhere soon.
No, indeed.
Right then, still Breakfast Central on News Central. Well, if you enjoyed watching this video, click here to get more of it, and don't forget to click here to subscribe.